what is leverage and how it works. So, sinasabi lang dito na leverage is a trading tool na binibigay sa atin ng broker natin or ng central exchange natin na ina-allow tayo to trade with more funds than you have in your account. So, in this example, wala mo ng leverage, diba? Spot trading, for example, in which spot trading is trading without leverage, 1:1. So, in this example, 1,000 USDT or 1,000 USDT of your own tradable money. If gusto mong bumili ng Bitcoin or ng BTC, 1,000 USDT worth of BTC lang din yung mabibili mo. Say, BTC is at 30,000 USDT per BTC. Ang pwede mo lang bilhin is around 0.03 BTC. So, without leverage yun. 1:1. In this example naman, since leverage allows you to control a larger position with a smaller amount of capital, sinasabi lang dito na mas malaki yung pwede mong maging position size, diba? Or mas malaki yung pwede mong maging buying power, basically. Buying power, so ibig sabihin lang nun na mas madami kang pwedeng bilhin given a small amount of your own tradable money. So for example, and in this example, trading with leverage naman, no? Like kanina, meron ka 1,000 USDT of your own tradable money. If magte-trade ka in crypto futures or in margin trading, say 3:1 leverage. Yung 3:1, yung leverage, no, is expressed as a ratio such as 2:1 or 5:1. Paminsan 100:1 pa in crypto futures, no? So malaki yung multiplier niya. Ibig sabihin lang nun na for every dollar na meron ka sa account mo, you can trade with 2 or 5 more dollars respectively. Multiplier siya. So, for example, 1:5, $1 yung meron ka, $5 yung pwede mong i-trade na amount. Ganun lang siya kasimple. So, balik tayo dito. So, in this example, 3:1 leverage. So, 1,000 USDT of your own tradable money, of your own money, 3,000 USDT, yung total leverage tradable money mo. Since 3:1 siya, times 3. So, 1,000 USDT nun is sa'yo, 2,000 USDT nun is kay broker or kay central exchange. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, since meron kang 3:1 na leverage, 3,000 USDT na worth of BTC yung pwede mong bilhin. This just means na, like in the past example or in the previous slide, say 30,000 USDT per BTC, you can buy 0.1 BTC. 'Di ba? So, mas malaki yung pwede mong bilhin na amount of BTC. Gumagamit ka ng leverage. So, yun, no? Meron yung pros and cons ng leverage na yan. Unang-una sa lahat, pros of leveraging or using leverage, it can increase your potential profits. So, imagine mo na lang, 1:1 lang yung pwede mong bilhin, 1,000 USDT worth of BTC. And then, nag-times 2 yung BTC. So, 2,000 USDT lang yung pwede mong kitain. 'Di ba? Or 1,000 USDT lang yung pwede mong kitain kasi 1:1 lang. So, from 30k USDT per BTC, nag-60k, 1,000 lang yung pwede mong kitain. Say, dito naman sa 3:1 na leverage, since gumamit ka ng pera ng central exchange and na-multiply yung pera mo, say, yung 30k USDT per BTC, nag-60k, no? Yung 1,000 USDT mo, kikita siya ng 3,000 USDT. Since, multiplied siya by 3. 'Di ba? Ganon. Since, siya, 'di ba? Multiplier siya ng 3. So, yun, it can increase potential profits. Cons naman nito, kabaliktaran, it can increase potential losses din. Namumultiply din by 3 or depende sa leverage na kinuha mo, yung pwedeng mawala sa'yo. So, yun yung pros and cons, no? Pangalawa, it allows you to trade with larger position sizes. So, ibig sabihin lang nun, if gusto mong puruhan talaga or maglagay ng conviction on that certain trade, pwede, 'di ba? Hindi ka limited by your own capital. Pwede mong itaas yung leverage mo, 10:1, 20:1 na leverage. It depends on you. Binibigyan ka niya ng freedom to have a larger position size. Ang kabaliktaran lang nito, ang counterpart lang nito, it may lead or can lead to margin calls and liquidation. basically, since mas malaking position size mo, mas prone ka to liquidation or margin calls. Ibig sabihin lang nun na pwedeng ma-close yung position mo since yung losses mo is greater than your own capital. So, for example, 1,000 USDT yung meron ka. 1,000 USDT worth of losses lang din yung pwede mong ma-incur. If mag-exceed ka na dun, automatically, kuklose na ng broker mo or ng central exchange mo yung position mo. Ganun lang siya kasimple, 'di ba? Syempre, as a broker, since pinapahiram lang kita ng pera or nanghihiram ka lang ng pera, syempre ako din mawalan ng pera, 'di ba? Pinapahiram ko lang 'yun sa iyo. Ayun, pangatlo naman, pros and cons ng leverage. It can provide access to markets that require larger capital requirements. So, kunwari, may specific coin ka na gusto, pero sobrang mahal niya. Let's say, BTC, yon, 'di ba? Nasa 30k USDT per BTC right now, 'di ba? Tapos, let's say, super light lang ng capital mo, tipong 100 USDT lang. If alam mo paano gamitin yung leverage, it can help you to trade that certain type of asset or that issue. Ayun lang. Counterpart nito, it can create higher fees and trading cost. Syempre, you're borrowing money and you're increasing position size. The higher or the larger position size you're trading, mas malaki yung funding fees and other fees na need mong bayaran. Ayun, pang-apat, it can diversify your portfolio. It can diversify your portfolio. Basically, since mas malaki yung buying power mo, pwede kang mag-diversify. 'Di ba? Pwede kang mag-diversify ng different types of coins. Kunwari, 20% altcoins, 20% meme coins, and others, no? Kunwari, mga meme coins, 30%. Pwede kang mag-diversify since mas malaki yung buying power mo. Counterpart lang nito, since, ayun nga, mas inclined ka to put more or to put in more positions, it can amplify the impact of market volatility. 'Di ba? Same thing with, ayun, yung can increase potential losses. Ayun, lastly, pros of leverage or advantages of using leverage. Ayun, it can be used as a part of a risk management strategy. So, for example, since may leverage ka naman, hindi mo kailangan ilagay lahat ng pera mo sa futures wallet mo. So, for example, meron kang 20,000 USDT, hindi mo dapat or hindi mo, much better na hindi mo ilagay yung pera mo lahat sa futures wallet. Kasi pwede kang magkamali, mag-cross margin ka, and then magkaroon ka ng problem in position sizing, then maliquidate lahat ng pera mo. Mawawala yung 1 million pesos more in 20,000 USDT mo. Yung pwede mong gawin is 20,000 USDT, yung total capital mo, ang ilagay mo lang sa futures wallet mo is 1,000 USDT lang, 'di ba? And then, 'di ba, per percentage of your total capital naman yung risk mo per trade, 'di ba? So, per trade $200 lang. Then meron kang at least 5 trades na pwede mong i-take for that futures wallet amount, 'di ba? Which is 1,000 USDT. So, it can be used as a part of a risk management strategy. So, mamaya, i-explain ko lalo yun. Ayun, lastly, disadvantage of leverage, it can increase stress and emotional trading decisions. Lalong-lalo na since, ayun nga, if you're using a high leverage ratio, pwedeng mas malaki din yung losses na ma-incur mo and mas mabilis yung losses na, mas mabilis mong ma-feel yung losses, 'di ba? And very stressful siya and it can affect your trading decisions.